This is hands down the most flavorful pulled pork tacos I've ever made. And the crock pot does all the work. Let's get cooking. First, you need 4 pounds of a pork shoulder or a pork butt. I like to use boneless, but today I had to use bone-in because that's all our grocery store had. But don't worry, bone-in or boneless, it's gonna cook the exact same amount of time. First, we need an onion. So glad my boys taught me how to catch. Okay, so we're going to chop up the onion. I'm gonna cheat using my food chopper. We always say cheat, and we mean that in like the smartest, nicest way. So what we mean by that is it's just so much quicker when we use our food chopper. I cut them into quarters. I just place them down in there and they're chopped up so quickly. Let me get another one and I'll show you. So I just put it point side down. Let me show you. See? Perfectly chopped up onion pieces. Now we're gonna dump these straight into the crock pot. Next we need a small can of chipotle peppers and adobe sauce. You can find this at your local grocery store. You're gonna find it in the same aisle that you'll find like your taco seasoning. Now we're just gonna open this up and you will see a bunch of stuff inside. You're going to grab 2 peppers. So there's 1 and 2. Let me grab it. Don't throw this away. You can actually freeze these. Put 2 peppers in a baggie and freeze them for your next time you make recipes. We actually have a lot of recipes on eating on a dime where we use 2 chipotle peppers. Now we're gonna run our knife through these and chop them up. Honestly, when I'm really lazy, I'll just throw them in there whole because it'll shred into pieces when you shred that pork roast. I'm gonna scrape this in using the back of your knife and get all the juice in there too because there's so much flavor in there. Now before you ask, are they spicy? I would call them a smoky spice. So a little bit of spice, but more of a smoky depth flavor. I've got 8 kids. I've got some kids that don't like spice and they still love this. You gotta remember that we're only doing 2 peppers for the entire dinner. Now if you're nervous, just do 1, but I highly recommend you go ahead and do the 2. Then I'm gonna take about a tablespoon of the sauce from the can and dump it in. Again, if you're nervous about spice, you can leave that out, but the flavor is unreal. Then you need 1 cup of a mild salsa. I'm doing just cheap old picante sauce as it's very budget friendly. My rule of thumb is always cook with your cheaper sauce and serve your expensive salsa with the tacos to put on top. Now we're gonna add some simple seasonings. First, we're gonna start off with chili powder. We need 2 teaspoons. And my fun little ingredient jars, or not ingredient, yeah, seasoning jars. We have everything linked in the description as well as the entire recipe for you, so you don't have to worry about writing everything down. Now we're gonna add a tablespoon of cumin. A lot of people have been asking about our crock pot. It's actually a multi-cooker, meaning it'll actually brown your meat in here too. We got it from Walmart. It's the Beautiful brand by, I believe, Drew Barrymore. And then, anyway, so we'll have the link for that for you as well. And I just added in a tablespoon of paprika. And now we need a tablespoon of minced garlic. Let me show you why I love these measuring spoons, because this one I used for the chili. I didn't want to get chili inside my mixed garlic, so I could use the other side. Love these things, and they're magnetic. Then we are going to add some salt, 2 teaspoons, and some black pepper. And last but not least, it's just 1 cup of chicken broth. If you're wanting to save a little bit more money, you could just do water. I think there'll be plenty of flavor if you just wanted to substitute water instead. Now we're just gonna add the lid. We're gonna cook this on low for about 10 hours. That way everything is shreddable and nice and juicy. You can do high for 5 hours, but personally, anytime we're doing any kind of a roast or a big chunk of meat, low and slow is the way to go. 5 minutes of prep and dinner is in. Dinner is done. I will see you in a few hours. I'm back! It's time, guys. Woo! Okay, let me show you. This is what I love about this. Okay, remember, I didn't have a boneless. We had bone-in. But look, the bone literally just is practically clean because all the meat fell off of it. That's how tender these tacos are. Now we're gonna remove that meat so we can get it all nice and shredded. I'm doing a slotted spoon to get some of the juice off and some tongs. Then take 2 forks and look, it just falls apart. So tender, no dried out pork at all for this recipe. Now I went through and got out any of the fat out of there because, you know, I don't like that. You can trim it before you cook it, but I kind of like it just throwing it in there and then trimming it afterwards. Now we're gonna put this back into the juices because this is what keeps it nice and moist. Now it's gonna seem a little soupy, but that's okay because that is adding a lot of flavor and makes these taste even better when they're left over. Now it's time to serve them up. We've charred some corn tortillas. That's what I like, but you can do crispy or flour. And when you grab your pork, make sure you drip off some of that liquid. Then we're gonna fill it up. And then top it with whatever you wanna top it on. I'm gonna add some pico, some fresh jalapenos, and even some avocados, but you can top them with whatever you like. Now make sure you got a plate underneath it because it will drip. Best tacos ever. If you don't know what to make for dinner, this is what you need to do. These are my all-time favorite tacos out of all the tacos we make. They're just so juicy, tender, and flavorful. And if you need more easy, family-friendly recipes, make sure you watch this next video. And I will see you next time in our kitchen for another fun recipe. Can't stop eating it.